Remember when they hate, didn't think we make it. Now they break their neck just to look at me. Remember when I called you, and you didn't fall through. Now you hate yourself and look at me, look at me. You made it.
And what up? What's good with y'all? Alright, so what are we getting into today? So yesterday we took the LS3 G35 to the dyno and we ran into a restriction issue. This is my second time having an issue where the exhaust was too small, but this is a 2.5 inch exhaust on here. Well, let me correct that. It is a dual 2.5 inch exhaust with an X pipe, but it's still too small for LS3, man. For some reason, these canned LS3s just need a lot more flow. And you can see around $5 grand, dyno graph just goes flat and doesn't climb. This thing made embarrassing power for a canned LS3. It ended up making 435 horsepower. That was on 91. When E85 in it, it didn't change just because of the restriction point. Cutouts were open. With the cutouts closed, we actually lost 21 horsepower. I'm not sure if the center resonators are restrictive at all, but for sure the back muffler is definitely restricted. Today I'm about to be going to my boy Mike Janke's, and we're about to be getting this thing on the lift, and we're about to be coming up with a game plan to figure out how much room we have and what type of exhaust setup we're gonna be doing. So I'm not sure if we're gonna be doing a dual 3-inch or we're gonna be doing a 3-inch to a 4-inch Y pipe oval. Not fully sure yet, but today we're gonna be figuring it out because something has to happen for the exhaust. I kind of want to delete middle resonators to see if it does anything, but I think they're straight through resonators, so I don't think they're gonna really free up anything. But also got a few other things that I need to situate on here, but man, this sucks. So yeah, no further ado, let me grab my stuff, jump in the car, and let's head out. Ah, this sucks, bro. Second time with exhaust restriction. And you would think like, oh, two 2.5 inch exhaust should equivalent to about a 5-inch exhaust. That is not the math. The math is not mathing. We are on the freeway on our way to our boy Mike Janke's. Figured I'd use this time to talk to y'all a little bit. Nigga here, I'm still all congested. Overall, the car drives good, especially since we did the tune. I want to say it makes like 100 more horsepower than what I was driving around with before, but it's just still not at full potential. So, like, I could leave this alone and drive it around with 440 horsepower, let it serve its purpose of being a daily, but I know for a fact that we have at least 50 horsepower that's pretty much free horsepower just sitting there waiting to be unlocked. So, you know, if you had 50 horsepower just sitting there freely, you'd be like, man, let me just go ahead and get my 50 horsepower out this thing and chill. But since we did the E85 N91 tune, it feels a lot better. It's a lot more responsive, you know, and with the extra 50, it ain't gonna do nothing but just make it that much more fun. The only thing I really regret on this that's like just, you know, a punch in the gut is everything was so perfect. Like the way the car sounds, how quiet it is with the cutouts closed. Like right now I'm driving with the cutouts closed, there's no exhaust drone, nothing. Like if this would have just made the power, this would have been the perfect off-the-shelf combo. But man, I really wish this would have just made at least the 480. I would have been happy. But gotta make some changes. But I still think this is a dope exhaust. I think if this was on like a 6.0 or a 5.7 or something a little smaller, I think the exhaust would still work. Especially on the LS1. LS1, LS2, I think the exhaust would work. Iron block 6.0, but I just think the added displacement of the LS3 is just too much for a 2.5 inch. So, I mean, I'm really tempted to try to remove the resonators, but I feel like that would almost be a waste of a dyno because I don't think the resonators in the center are that restrictive. I think they're straight through style. It's just with a big packing setup, but I don't think it would free up the power that we need. Maybe free up maybe an extra 10, but I just don't see it really being that drastic. And it's crazy because I'm seeing people and reading up that people were making like 600 on 2.5-inch exhaust with their supercharged setups, and I'm seeing people make, you know, even more. So I'm like, why the hell my 2.5-inch ain't working like that? So I don't know. I really don't know, but we'll see what Janke says when we get here today and take a look and see what looks like it may possibly be a restriction. But I really wish this would have worked out, man. This would have been the perfect car to have my daughter in. I think, I'm pretty sure I have a combination of mufflers that will still keep this thing quiet. It just sucks. I just did the cutouts. This exhaust was expensive. So I'd literally be, for a custom exhaust like how we're doing it, it's probably gonna be damn near like 4 G's. Like, it's not a cheap exhaust setup. When we did the exhaust on the Swangs thing, like full custom 3-inch with the X pipe, I wanna say it was about $4,200. So doing custom TIG welded stainless exhaust, you know, I don't wanna go to a muffler shop. Go to a muffler shop and get some crushed bent bull dookie on here. Like, I wanna keep the car looking good. I want everything to be quality. So I don't think there's anybody out here that welds as good as my boy Janke when it comes to making shit look pretty and right. Janke's the mastermind when it comes to exhaust flow and all the numbers and stuff and everything making sense. So he says that a dual 3 going into a Y will make more power and have better flow than a dual 3-inch. He sent me the math on it and why and all that stuff, how the pulses work and it pulling and blah blah blah. So I'm pretty sure he wants to do a dual to a single exhaust. But I just love the way the X pipe sounds, but I'm not against trying it. Only thing I don't like is finding 4-inch mufflers becomes like a pain in the butt. Man, I ain't gonna lie, this thing still mob, yo. This thing feels pretty good. Let me let this car go by real quick. That way I can get a little room for y'all to do some type of little pull. Let them go ahead, get some room. Well, first and second, you know what I'm saying? Blowing the little 2 shanty fives off. I could leave this alone, but no, we have power on the table waiting to be unlocked like a Mortal Kombat character when you beat the game. Like, I'm not doing it. I needs it all. I don't care what no one says. 430 is still good horsepower. Like, it still feels fun. Meth tablet or what?
Yeah.
What's up with it, fool?
Here you go.
Hear that thing chopping? Sounds good, huh?
Sounds good. It's hella quiet. I like it.
That's what they cut out open. The fab nigga.
Jigs and jigs and more.
Jigs and on jigs, pipes on pipes.
Hella jigs. It is in no reference to somebody's nationality.
Get jiggy with it. That's racist.
Yeah, this is the S58 kit that I'm doing.
All right, this thing's getting ready to come off the lift now. We're here for like an hour fucking trying to move this thing. Leg day. Yeah, they're off.
LS1 exhaust. Is it not LS3 exhaust?
See, you can see right here. Look at these collectors. 3-inch. Whoa! 2.5.
Bastard too, because they're already coated. I could weld it from the inside, I guess.
Well, I think that's what we did last time on the 350Z when I had them do it, because you can't get to the top, so they did it from the inside. Man, I don't know. These resonators are pretty big, man.
Yeah, I got all of a sudden. They're fucking Amazon resonators.
Take that up with Stillin. See, maybe it is the resonators. We could, man, it's gonna be the resonators, bro.
Just perforated fucking turds. These are glass packs. Yeah, no, that's not gonna do it. Eliminating the resonators is not gonna make a bit of difference.
It's gonna make it louder, so it's gonna feel faster.
Sound shittier, but that's about it.
I feel like the back section looks bigger though.
Might be 2 3/4. No, that's not. It's still a little.
The X pipe looks hella smaller.
There's no getting around it, dude. Like it's. You could well, no, because you'd still have to go bigger here. I was gonna say you could keep the small pipes back here if you still have the cutouts, but you still need bigger here. I think if we do a single 4, it's gonna sound hella good. You're gonna like it. A resonator and a muffler, but you need one 4-inch resonator and a 4-inch muffler is gonna sound good. And then you could easily just do a cutout back here if you still want to make it way louder. So 2.5. Pretty close to 2.5. It's like
It's bigger though.
like 50,000 difference.
It's bigger.
It's like the thickness of the tube difference.
Told you it was thicker though.
You know what it is? Still too small. Getting the right stuff.
What's that, 4-inch?
Yeah. That's gonna be good. I'll get that right in there.
So single 4.
Yeah. Sir. And then I'll just make you a Y pipe and I'll put the Y pipe hella short where it should be. Ideally we want the Y pipe like as far forward as we could get it. Closer to the collectors.
Then we'll just
honestly
slip fittings, right? Cut this off. I feel like this is a big bottlenecking right here that quick.
Use that for sure. I honestly think that's why my LS3 made hella good ass power when Lawrence tuned it, because that made 496, which was pretty fucking good for what it was.
That made exactly what my 350Z made though. I made 496 also.
Yeah.
With the X pipe and dual 3. I mean, I for sure think a single 4-inch is gonna be cheaper. You know what I'm saying? I want to be $4,000 into an exhaust.
Only like one here. It was 2 3s to a 4. But I just think that people underestimate how much like properly flowing exhaust is gonna do those things a favor. I think they move quite a bit of air.
So are we doing just solid 4 or are you trying to do oval?
What, pipe?
Yeah.
We'll just round 4, it'll be fine.
What about ground clearance? Or are you gonna tuck it up high?
It's gonna be as high as it could possibly be.
Alright, so we're still trying to figure this out. But we're leaning towards the 4-inch or dual 3.5. And now we're just trying to figure out how much room we'll have if we put the muffler here, because I still want to be able to put a cutout somewhere in this area. That way we get the exhaust note from it, but still have a center resonator to where it doesn't sound hella raspy when the cutout's open.
So it's only about as long as this one, but it's 20-inch overall length, but that's the tubes. So without the tubes, it's only 15 inches. And it's only...
And we still got a little bit of room to move it back. We could probably move it back probably like 2 or 3 inches back here. Only thing we'd have to worry about is a subframe bolt right here. So we can only about this far, and then we 45, and then
5" by 9" full body. So 5" by 9". That's a little fucker. That's not nearly as
it's not as big as this one.
Yeah.
That's why I said 2 of them.
9" by 5". We could stack 2 of them this way, next to each other.
2 of them side by side.
Then you'd still have your dual 4". It would be true 4". You don't fucking need 2 4s though, going into a single 4. We could go with even smaller ones then at that.
Those are too big, man.
Yeah. It's
Kind of there.
That's gonna fill it in to the max.
You can let it go. It'll hang there. 4-inch turn downs, baby. Turn down for what? Those look big as shit, though. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Got Laguna pipes. Where's Lex at?
Dual 4-inches look huge, though. They look hella big.
Yeah.
It looks like pull me over.
Might start getting a little on the ricer side. So we could, well, if we're doing dual mufflers, we could drop down the muffler size a little bit.
3.5s?
Yeah, I mean, you could even do dual 3s. A single 4 into dual 3s, because it doesn't matter if you're going to run the cutout on the 4-inch section.
I feel like we still don't have a solid game plan.
We don't. Well, we're here.
Okay, let's get creative.
Hanging on to this shit for how long? I'm just going to throw it away. I was like,
Like right here, baby. Yeah, Jetty M3 titanium jammy. Where's this made up to the other rest of it?
this was the downpipe right here. Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? We could.
This one right there.
Hey, man, fits already. Come on, look. Ooh!
It's like it was made for it.
I'm down for some titanium. I can tell people it's a Tomei, dog.
Well, I got a picture of it, so we know. We can still make a plan. At least we know we're going fucking full 4.
Full 4.
Full 4.
Full 4. That's the game plan. Just make sure this exhaust ain't $4,000.
I don't know. That's
Hey, I got a kid now.
It's $1,000 per inch.
It sounds so good. God. Just don't make no power.
Put a supercharger on.